1 o'clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So, I'm back in my basement, internet working, it's not raining, it's been a lovely sunny day, and I'm just going to check the comments to see who's in. We've got 18 in the house. Well done, everybody that's come in. So we got Jim, Yogi, Emma, Simon, Ian, 2 Ians there. It's like Socket, Glenn, Anik, you know who I'm on about. Steppenwolf, Bengal Bert's in as well done. Daz as well. So anyway, so we've already started 22. Oh, we've got a couple more people coming in now, Colin, Ian and Philip. Right, so let's get on with it. So obviously last week, major disaster. I went live outside. To make it even worse, it started raining. So I had to cut the show halfway through, really. So what I didn't actually do the lucky pick of the free sticker Sunday from the previous week, even though we're going to have another one later on tonight. So I thought what I'll do first, I'll get on with that one. that was to do the 23rd of March. That makes sense. Anyway, so I thought what I'll do first, before we get into the questions and all the other stuff. So free sticker Sunday up for grabs a couple of weeks back because of the weather. So I'm just going to get that in sorted now. So let's do the drum roll. Come in there, I'm not looking on Yogi's lucky hat. I've got somebody. As always, I always put it up first. Just make sure the suspense in it, eh? So there it is. Can't see it. Here we go. Oh, Glenn Parker. I think Glenn was in tonight. So Glenn Parker, you won a free sticker out of Yogi's lucky hat that he's given me. Top man, Yogi. Better luck next time, eh? So Glenn, let's do it again just to make sure. So Glenn Parker, just to make sure, guys, I need your real name. I think it is your real name, and I'll obviously need your home address and be in the post. So, well done. That's Glenn out of the way. So what I'll do, halfway through the show, we'll do the other free sticker Sunday. So anyway, that's out of the way. Let's go back to the comments. Let's see if there's any questions first. Oh, right, here's one from I don't know what it is. Every time I go in there, I seem to cough. Rees, I think it's Rees, isn't it? Just please forgive me with my English because it's pants. All right, it says, hi, Sean. How are you? Could you give my auntie and Uncle Pete and Lynn a shout out? So they're big fans. Okay, that's easy, that is. So a big shout out to Uncle Pete and Auntie and Lynn. You're top people. Hope you're supporting my channel. And don't forget, you three, thumbs up if that's possible. Or even better still, thinking about it. So I keep forgetting about to do this. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. So, well done. So Tony's flying out tomorrow for a couple of months. Well done, Tony. Weather's looking good. Sounds like they've already proclaiming April's going to be a hot one. So let's hope so. So anyway, how we doing? Right. Here's a double bubble. Yes, it is. Yes. See, I'm just feeling so generous. Anyway, so no questions at the moment. So I've got some questions here. Right, so the first one, hang on, what have I got to? Oh, yeah. Just to remind people, oh, God, always bits of paper. Right, so today's lucky people that was on the show this morning for my 5-minute special, I've got, now for some reason I've got to post the winners last, well not winners, the people that it's done the draw. So here's tonight's, just to make sure, just for those lucky people, got 28 there. Now I will put out in next week's Yogi's Lucky Hat. See, get it on there. Yes, you're on there as well, Yogi, and you, Banglebert, you're all on there. So anyway, that's for next week. 28 of you, well done. And obviously today the clocks went forward, didn't they? Anyway, I didn't catch anybody. I still come on late, really, so I did pretty well there. So that's out the way. Okay, first question. We've got Tony. Anybody knows what's going on with our hospital? So I know what he's on about. He's on about the hospital, the private hospital, which has just been built and opened up last summer on Campus A. Nice big building, private. Lot of expectations when it first opened. It had a A&E department. It was a 24/7 hospital. And then within a couple of weeks or, a couple of months, I suppose, thinking about it, it went from 24/7 A&E to Monday to Friday from, I believe, 8:30 to 3 o'clock, and then it's shut. and I think the A&E department's gone as well. But I think, if I'm right in thinking, if there is an emergency, obviously when it's open, obviously it might be, I don't know, because it's a private hospital, be treated. What's going on? Well, as always here in Spain, everything, you need licenses, and from what I can make out of it, they're still applying for the private health insurances. Applying for their, I don't know, licenses. that can take ages. So something's come up on the screen there. Just click that off a minute. Which can take ages. Now this happened, I think, the end of last year, and it's still been on this Monday to Friday. It's still open. That's the main thing. And I'm sure the amount of money they put into it, because we're talking a couple of million on it, I believe, it will be there. Because if anything, obviously Cartagena is our main hospitals that are close to us. And I think that the next lot are down either in Murcia or down in Lorca way. And obviously, over the past year or so, there's been a lot of new buildings going up. I'm talking about the Condado. There's a new urbanisation just down the road at La Pena, building loads more properties. So it brings in more people. So yeah, obviously the hospital ain't gonna shut, but it's full capacity yet. But I can tell you what, Tony, as soon as I know what's going on, I'll post it. So that's good. Let's go back to what we got here. Please, can you wish? Oh God, it's like one of these happy birthday things, isn't it? So Ian's saying, can you wish our twins, Ethan and Ellie? Cool. I'm down. I've got their names right. Happy birthday, guys, from last week. Because obviously last week I had a bit major problem with the show, didn't I? So Ellie and Ethan, well done. 18A. Start of the big stuff, isn't it, eh? Adults. Well done. Thanks for that, Ian. Right, Emma, quick question. Our dog has to have the raw dog food. Do you know if the pet shop at the port sells it? That's a good one, that, Emma. To be honest, I wouldn't have a clue. I mean, all I can say is, have they got a pet shop? Oh yes, of course they have. They got a pet shop in the shopping area, haven't they? We're next to Burger King and that. I don't buy our pet food from there. Now, obviously, you probably knew that Bonnie went very well a while back. We're using pet food from the vets. But I do know you can order pet food off Amazon. So that might be worth looking at. Obviously, they'll deliver it for you as well, which is quite handy. but I don't know about raw dog food. Anybody else out there that knows? Obviously, that buys doggy food from down in the port. Chuck it below. I know Alan sells dog food, but you probably know that Emma anyway. But sorry, I can't help you in that. Emma, my dog too has raw and was thinking the same thing. Aha! So it seems to be a popular dog food then. Can't say I've ever heard Bonnie have that. So Yogi's in there. Hi Sean, what's your favourite magic trick? uh, um, what's your favourite magic trick and can you perform it? Bit of a different one. No, I don't do magic tricks. How can I do a magic trick? Okay, I could have a ball there, but I ain't got a ball, so you have to believe it's there. And then I could go, hey, presto, and the camera's not, yeah. See, no good at magic tricks. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Okay. So Yogi's got a couple of questions now. Oh God, I've got a lot of questions from you on the form here. Right, is the new high-speed coastal link coming to Campersol? No, not to Campersol. Obviously, in the pipeline, which will be years off, they're actually been talking about putting a line like a sub line into Mazaron, wherever that's coming from. Probably going to come from Toltana, but that's years off. But the high speed line, I was talking to Rob and that today. Oh, he's in now. He's the top man. Was saying that they're building a new station at Toltana and the Alhambra Murcia, which will be good. But whenever that high speed line's going to be ready, we don't know. I did a video a few years back. They said 5 years, but looking at it at the moment, it's still got a long way to go. They ain't even laid the track yet. They're just getting it all lined up, and then I'll take it. They're just going to start joining it. But as always with Spain, they don't give you dates, and I don't think it's going to be in the next 5 years. Anyway, probably another 10 years, unfortunately. Yogi's got another question now. What is your preferred supermarket in the Mazaron area? As always, Yogi, I don't do the shopping. That's left to the wife. Well, to be honest, we tend to use Allen's just across the road from us on A. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but to us it's handy. But I know Jan likes using Mercadona, Aldi, Lidl's, I suppose whatever. Oh, and that Tesco thing. Not Tesco thing, that Food Co. Sometimes you go in there, you get some good discounts every now and again. On that, even that can be a little bit pricey. But yeah, you can get some good discounts, especially Kit Kats. Okay. And can you get the same brands as in the UK? You can at Food & Co, obviously, because obviously that's it used to be mostly Tesco goods, but Tesco's for some reason have pulled out. So they use Iceland and I believe White Rose. Oh, goodness, White Rose is really expensive, isn't it? Oh, sorry, not White Rose, Co-op stuff. Co-op's pretty cheap, isn't it? So yeah, you can get brand stuff, and I believe I haven't been in there for ages. There's a mini supermarket on B that does a lot of UK brand stuff, and I know if they haven't got it, they get it for you. I can't think really what people would want really because you can go into Consume and they have like an English section where you can get baked beans and Marmite. I think I'm not going to swear on that obviously, but they do UK brand stuff. Liam Perrins is a good one. Yeah, so Sean's magic trick is disappearing when the bill arrives. Too right, mate. Well, I'm off to the toilet. Anyway, I'll let Jan do all the bill stuff. I'm not allowed to do no payments. Right, magic trick, marketing Kit Kats. Yes, that's very true. Honest Yogi, I'm on my third packet now of Kit Kats. So when you come over next, you need to get a few more packets. Tony, hi Sean. We are on D and got XCOM fibre internet, and it's brilliant. The only €15 a month, but apparently you cannot get it on A. Yeah, that's the only problem, Tony. Unfortunately, as you probably know, here on A, I live opposite the cable company, but we've got no actual cable running across the road into our property. And when I went in there to inquire about it, he said it's going to be a works job and he couldn't give me a price on it. That's forgetting about the connection charge. Um, and he wanted me to set up a direct, and I just didn't want to do that. Obviously last week there was a problem. It wasn't really CompuServe's problem. It was where we had a power surge, and what it had done, it had blown the fuse, not the fuse. It done something to the plug on the router, and the guy come round on Monday. 5 minutes, it was all fixed. But I am thinking more and more now that Starlink thing. But I'm still hanging out for the moment till the next time the internet goes down. But that's interesting, that Tony. Thanks for that. Sean, are properties on A and B more expensive than other sectors? That's a good one. That I was about to say yes, because obviously they're nearer the shops, and I think that's where the price tag goes. But I know if you look around, you can get some amazing prices on the C and D. I wouldn't say they're more expensive, because you will find every now and again on A. I don't know about B, but because I live on A's, and I was seeing him, you can get some really cheap properties on A. And I think it's like when anything else, estate agents don't like it. But I would say if you're coming and thinking about looking at campus, so go on all the agents, because not every agent will have the same property. And then, just wait. I mean, at the end of the day, they want to sell a property. Some of those properties don't even get onto the picture on the wall thing, in the window. They've sold that quick, because I know there's lots of people that have been, they're after a property and they just contact them straight away, even before it goes on the market. So you got to be, don't just stick with one, guys. And they're going to say, yeah, stick with us, we'll help you out. And I know they do. They really do help you out. But I would suggest join them all, and just don't just jump at the first thing. Right. So Mick's coming with Free Sticker Sunday. Mick, you got to be on the live 5 minutes in the morning for that. But good try. How are we doing for time? It's 20 past nearly. We've seen online there's been a spurt of watch thefts and muggings on campus. So, any updates? Oh yeah, right. A spirit. I mean, I think yesterday I can't. I mean, I find it hard to believe they're called not huggy monsters. It's where these women come up to you and they hug you. Not as they're hugging you, obviously they whip your witch up. I mean, why do you walk around? I mean, this is what I don't understand. Why would people walk around with a big Rolex watch on? But I haven't heard about the thefts. I mean, like I said, the huggy. I don't know what they call them. Not huggy monsters. It's where ladies come up and they give you a hug, and then they obviously nick your watch off you. I never carry any watches, unfortunately. But no, don't know where that's come from, Brian. But anyway, thanks for asking. Have you put your toes in the pool yet? No, it's too cold. I think Cheryl put up a comment today on one of the videos saying about that. It might look inviting, and today was pretty warm. I think when the wind picks up, it gets a little bit chilly, but there's no way. I mean, we're talking end of March. I know we're coming in April. I won't be going in that pool until end of May. I know some people go in the pool even now, but no way would I stick my foot in there. God, I mean, if you watch me a lot, I just like looking at the pool. To me, I know it's a bit expensive, but I just look at it. I just love it. It's like having the sea next to your house, isn't it? Right. Do you have any good access to plumbers and electricians in your area? Good question, that Yogi. Funny enough, I had a shock this week because Tom, our electrician, actually was outside our gate to give Jan a quote. Yes, we got good access. I mean, I know what you're getting at. If something obviously broke, like a pipe, I would just call Mark. Because he's got an office over on A here, and he's really good. Because we've had something happen. Something happens in the week. We haven't got gutters, but we got piping to run off the water from the roof. Anyway, that all collapsed during the week because it's been there ever since we've been there, and because it's plastic and it gets sand in there, it just obviously couldn't take the weight and it still collapsed. We called Mark. Mark sent his guys around on Saturday. We got him again on Monday to finish it off. Yeah, so we have got good access to quick emergencies. Even though we went to the insurance company to say it's too old. I love insurance companies. Right, Sean. Why do some properties have two different numbers on the front? Is it a plot number? Just curious. Go on that, George. Yes, you're smack on you're right on that one. Yeah, so obviously a lot of properties, yes, and it is so confusing why they've got the plot number still up, and obviously they got the house number as well. How the post office cope with that, I don't know. But yeah, obviously the property number is the main thing. But yeah, a lot of properties, for some reason, on the building will have the plot number, and I don't understand why they don't use that. So maybe somebody could tell me the reason why they got a plot number and a house number still up on the wall. Okay, I've got Rees again here. Are the knees out? Yeah, no. Nearly. I'll be honest. I've not not yesterday. Hang on, let's get this right. Next Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday it was really hot, and I'll be honest. If it weren't for that wind, I would have had me shorties on and me sandals. But I think it's still. I'm gonna get a couple now. Now, obviously, the clocks are going forward. The days are gonna be longer. It will definitely warm up now, and I don't think it'll be that long. But I'll let you know as soon as the shorts go on. Have any subscribers won full stickers, or am I top of the tree at the moment? Says Des. I know, Des. I think there's been a few people, funny enough, that has won 2 stickers now and more, just like you, Des. Anyway, you never know, Des, because I've got my other lucky hat, and we're going to be doing that soon. So I do try and keep a count on it. Right, Steppenwolf. Only one so far, Des. Okay. So how are we doing? We got 35 in the house. So that would. So the other thing I can't see on this site that I use, because it's free, it don't tell me how many likes I've got. So if I got 35 in the house, that's gonna mean I've got 35 likes. And just to remind people, I don't know what it is, but YouTube has this thing about likes. The more likes, the better, apparently. Right. Right, here we go. Peter's asking, are there any single groups on Mazaron? In Mazaron, sorry. I would say yes, obviously. But I don't know any to being a married person, I don't know that personally. But I know obviously I mean there's so many groups here, Pete. And I think if you got involved, I think my missus is going to do country and western dancing tomorrow. So all the ladies will be going. Now, I'm not too sure if that's for blokes as well. I'm not doing it because I'm too old for that. I couldn't stand up dancing around. It's quite knackering, apparently, this western dancing. But I know, I think that's at Ali Pally's. But I don't know personally if there's any sort of single dating. I think that's what you're on about, isn't it? Dating thingies. Anybody knows? Put it below. Peter will check it out for you. We just done that. Aren't there many single groups in Mazaron? I mean, obviously, another thing is obviously walking groups. That's a good way of meeting people. I mean, there's lots. There's lots of groups where you can go out and meet people. I think another good one is the community sports that are based over on D, but which is open to everybody on campus. So that, guys, you've got to remember that. And they do loads of stuff. They do biking, they do walking, they do obviously walking football, they do keep fit. I think they even do language. I think those guys out today did a fantastic job over on D. That council needs to kick up the arse. They were filling in the potholes. The potholes are getting really bad on campus, so especially on B and D. Well, D is the worst one. And the guys were out there today fixing the potholes. They shouldn't be doing that job. I mean, they're all volunteers, giving up their time. Mother's Day today, remember? Yeah. So check that out, Pete. The community sports. You know what? If you go on Facebook, you see it there. So I've only got 28, says Bengalbert. Oh, 32 now, but I've got 38 watching. Come on. It didn't cost you nothing, sticking the thumbs in there. Or likes, as I should say. So anyway, we're back to Des has put up the last one there. I've got 35 likes. So we're back onto the questions again. So it's all go here, you know. So I got what did I get to? Right. So I've got the Glenn's. Now, Glenn did ask me the other week, Glenn, how much is your rates a month, mate? Would you know? Now, he's on about, obviously, the IBI tax, as I call it, or the IBA tax. And it's which is similar to, obviously, to the council tax. Now, thankfully here, it's nothing like the UK. Rip-off prices there, aren't they, in the UK? Now, I believe it's on the size of your property more than it is than the size of your plot. But we pay, me and the missus, both of us, we only pay 500, just under 500 euros a year, not a month. Now, obviously, another thing you might be thinking about, Glenn, as well, is about this community fees. Well, not all campus sale pays community fees. If you live on what they class the private estates, they're the ones, the Mansour houses. Now they do pay a community charge. I don't think it's a lot. And if Harvey's watching, he knows what because he lives on it, and I don't know if it's between 50 or 70 euros because they got a community pool, obviously got street lighting, things like that. But the majority parts of campus don't pay no community fee. Now they've been on about this community of owners for 20 years now, and every time that comes up. But yeah, the IBI, I've got it written down here. I must read it off here. Yeah, the IBI's about October time, when we pay just under 500. Some people can pay it in 2 payments, but to be honest, we just pay it off in 1 payment. And there's been rumour, as always, too many rumours around here. It's going to go up a little bit. It ain't going to go up much, probably about 5 euros. So, hopefully that's answered the question. Tony's asking, has Steve stopped doing his bike rides now? Funny enough, I was out with Steve today. We had a nice meal over at the Condado Club. Obviously, because he runs a business now, he hasn't got a lot of time now, but he still does the organised bike rides with the community, the free community. I can't remember it all, but the community sports thing, he does do an organised bike ride to that. I don't know. He probably does it once a month, something like that. But I know he's been really busy at the moment. So Yibis is in Torvaca. Well done. What are your thoughts on Las Terras Resort in terms of apartments? Says the Welsh Aviation. Now, be honest, I went over there last year and I put that on I think I put that on my top 3. So it's my third choice, really, of best resorts in the area because I've been to quite a few of them. And what amazed me, it's very similar to the Condado. It's got those lakes as well. Got a lot of apartments. But when I went there last summer, it was obviously a lot of money's gone into that. I don't know what the apartments are like because they never let me into those sort of places. But what I did notice, they painted all the blocks, so all the blocks are nice and white. The golf course is, I think, the best golf course I've seen so far for greenery. I'm not a golfer, but I just found it really nice. I think the clubhouse was back up open again. I think there's some more buildings open up in the sort of like the middle square part. Yeah, I think it's going to be a place to look to keep an eye on. But I don't know about apartment. Unless somebody's got an apartment that I can have a look over there, I would love to do that. But yeah, like I said, if you check out my golf resort videos, I put that as my third choice. So yeah, keep an eye on it. Have to drop? Thank you for the video, top man. Right, hi Sean, greetings from Belgium. We are coming over this Thursday for 2 weeks. Our apartment on the AGR. Yes, I know that one. We are just bought tickets for the Simple Minds in Mercia in July. Simple Minds, God, he must be getting on a bit now, yeah. But I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Right, second day going. So right, so I'll just read. What's the monthly average water cost? Says Andrew. Obviously, that all depends on what you got. I mean, we got a swimming pool. Obviously, that does need topping up. Obviously, in the summertime, it gets topped up probably twice a week. Obviously, watering plants. Now, on average, we pay every 2 months. It's about €70. Now, we got a big property. Now, obviously, that will depend on the size of your property. I think personally, the water, because here where we are in Spain, they class it as a drought area, even though we've never had the water cut off, anything like that. I think the price of water is pretty cheap, really. But interested to know if anybody's got a smaller property, because obviously we've got a big property. So I would say probably averaging about 70 or €80 every 2 months, which I think is good. All right. Free sticker Sunday, says SK. Yes. Well, you're a bit late now. It's always waiting for next month. Okay. So it's coming up our pass. You need to put that red clock forward. You know what, Des? I've given up with that clock. I bought it from the Chinese, and the back's loose. And if I move it too much, the clock is big in it, but it don't keep the time. So I'm just gonna leave it. So don't take your timing from that clock, guys, because that's going to give you the wrong time. Because it is 9:30. That's saying 8:30, isn't it? So that's pretty good, isn't it? It's keeping its time, but an hour behind. What are the rules on drone use in the area? Says Ian. Well, obviously, depending on what drone you got in, will depend on how you're going to fly it. What I would say, don't fly it over any built-up areas. Down at the mines, no problem there. There's a drone app for Spain. I got it here. I mean, there are obviously loads of areas in Spain where you're not allowed to fly anyway. And a big issue now is national parks now, because they're going big into birdies. They like to keep the birdies safe, and what they're doing now, they're banning them. So anyway, NR drones. Where's the camera? No, you're not going to see it. Anyway, there is a Spanish app that you can just download. That's what I do. But yeah, no, I mean, and I'll be honest, the coppers are pretty hot on dronies, especially people ain't got the thing registered, or if you're not registered, they know this job. And I got caught last year sometime by a young lady. She seemed to know all about drones. You're supposed to have your registration number on the drone. You're supposed to have public liability insurance. Long as you got all that stuff, you're fine. Check out my drone channel. I've got a section on drone rules there, so it's worth looking at that, which is Sean the Drone. SK Sean, if it was double to live in Spain, it's still worth it to get out of the UK. Yep, that's very true. I know. I mean, I personally noticed prices are going up in Spain. I'm on about the cost of living's going up, but obviously still nothing like the UK. Question, Sean, why don't you get a new clock? Yeah, but I like that clock, Yogi. It's like it's sentimental, that clock. I like it. But I know what you're getting at. I might have to move it, won't I? So you lot can keep telling me the clock's wrong. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Too tight. How can you say that? Right, Emma, we pay about 80 euros ish for the Classico. See, there you are. See, 20 euros. Obviously, a Classico is a little bit smaller than what we live in. But I think it's still a 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom property, isn't it? About 50 euros a month for us for use. Oh, yeah, the hot tub. Very good. Burns up the electric, doesn't it, eh? All right. Oh, look at you, Yogi, agreeing with Bengal Bert on that, eh? Hey, I'm called Mr. Generous. So Yip is the same to Vec, they pay about 50 every 2 months, regardless, even if we're away for the month. Don't know. Yeah, how's that work? I mean, that to me that sounds like electricity, innit? I mean, some people don't even live here. I know there's standing charges to pay, but some of those paying like 60 euros a month, and they ain't got nothing on. All right, can we club together and buy a new clock? Yeah, but it's got to be that one. I'm not having some small thing. That's a massive clock. You know what? That clock, I can remember a few years back, I leant back and bashed the cabinet and that fell on my head. Luckily, the clock was all right. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the other free sticker draw now because it's getting on a bit now. I can't believe it. So this is the second one. This is for last week's people that won the draw. So I'm going to do that one now. I'm just there's always buttons you got to press. See, so here we go. So I can't even remember how many people in there, but somebody, it better not be Glenn Parker again, because that would be nuts, wouldn't it? So there you are. Who is it? Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf. I think you're on tonight thinking about it. So you want a free sticker? So Steppenwolf, I know for definite I need your real name and obviously I need your home address. Now with that, because I forgot to say, so Glenn Parker and Steppenwolf, you got free stickers. Because some people have, I think I can't remember the guy now. He won a couple about a month ago, and he just couldn't contact me. Guys, pretty easy to contact me. Really, I'm not going to tell you around there because I get spammed to death. But if you look on my YouTube channel on the about page at the bottom, you can get my email address there. If not, if you can set up a Flickr, no, what's it called? Hang on. It's the Instagram account. Yeah, if you go on my Instagram account, which obviously is Expat Mazaron, you can send me a private message. Most people do that. They send me a private message. Or you can contact me on Messenger. You can just stick my name in there. It'll come up. So, well done, guys. Let's go back to the chat. So I can't see who that was. Okay. So here we go. We're back in it. Hi, my friend, says John. If we all chipped in, you only spend it on Kit Kats. Yeah, I would do because, to be honest, Bert, I'm running out of Kit Kats again. Yogi, it's not me, it's eating all these Kit Kats. There's Jan as well, and Steve and Mandy come over, and they've been eating the Kit Kats as well. It's not me, anyway. Sticker number 2, yes. Oh, he's in there. Stick SC and Steppenwolf. I'm sure he's catching up. Yeah, I'm sure I've heard of Steppenwolf, but I can't remember. So many people, can't remember. Anyway, Sean, you forgot you were on. You forgot I was on. Did you get a reminder? Have you done ring the bell? And while I'm thinking about it, thumbs up. Right. So we've done the free sticker Sundays now. God, I'm feeling so generous, aren't I? And then my phone's just kicked into an app. Right. Right, so questions again. So we've done all the hats. So I'm on there. Colin in Wimborne. You still have to contact me, Colin, because I'm not going to remember. But I try to remember. I'll have a look. But if you could just send me a message, Colin, that would be great. Right, Wimborne. I know it well. I used to live near Wimborne. Used to go to the market there. Used to be a good agricultural market. That's what it was. So anyway, what did I get to? Oh yeah, Ian. Right, here it is. Ian's asking, how much is private medical insurance on average? Also, is it only for the first 5 years? I need private health insurance before going on to the national system. Okay, Ian. Now, obviously, when I come here, we had to take out private health insurance, like even obviously when you're doing your non-lucrative. And we was paying from me and the missus, and this is going back obviously, let's have a look. Going back about 7 or 8 years now, we was paying just over €200. That's for the both of us, a month. Now we had the full whack. Anything went wrong with us, leg fell off, we were supposed to be covered. So I don't know what the growing rate is now. I would have thought if you can get it lower than €100 each, then you got a really good policy. But yeah, I mean, all I can say is we paid, just over 200 for the both of us. But what I will say, if you got the non-lucrative, and to say you was of pension age, say you was 67, you can use your S1. Apparently, I don't know if that's 100%. That's what I mean. Any proper advice like money and things like that, you need to consult. The proper services, as I class it. The UK Gov site, things like that. But I'm right in thinking if you're pension age, then obviously you can apply for your S1, and they accept that. Also, I believe, not believe, but once you stayed in Spain for a year, even if you're on a non-lucrative, you can apply for the it's a Spanish. I can't remember it now. Estacian something. It's the Spanish health system. You can apply for that, and I think it's about €65 each. And then I believe if you get to 65, I mean, you'd pay. I think it doubles for some reason. But like I said before, you need to check the proper channels. But yeah. So hopefully somebody's going to say that and say, oh yeah, we're paying 300. I said, at the end of the day, it depends what model you take out, isn't it? I mean, some of these health insurances only cover you for certain bits of you. If that makes sense. I think some cover for dental treatment. The one that we is with covered us for dental treatment as well. Not major dental treatment, but basic fillings and taking your teeth out, sort of thing. And I know some health insurances don't do that. Like I said, we pay for the full hog, so possible you might be paying less than 200. But then, like I said before, we're talking about 7 or 8 years ago. But I think that gives you some idea, doesn't it? Because I know, obviously, health is probably one of the most important. I did a video the other week on my Retiring to Spain channel, and I was talking to a couple there. I was talking about that. Tony's coming here. I've recently got a quote for me and the wife from ASSA through UPSTICKS, and that was around 2,400 for the both of us. The broker on the Condado quoted the same. So I suppose, that probably works out about right. And because, like we're saying, we're paying, hang on. So 2,400, do you mean 240 or 2,400? I suppose is that for the year? I don't know. I'm just reading what's on here, aren't I? Thomas, good evening. So anyway, hopefully, Ian, that's not confused you too much. How are we doing for time? 15 minutes to go. So I'm all right on the questions. Right, let's just check nothing else coming up there. Sean, we forgot you were on. You gotta don't rewatch it now, Phil. Just carry on watching me, and then you can go back later on, can't you? How is Bonnie Dog doing on her path to recovery? Says Bengal Bert. Yeah, she's. I think what it is, she's got arthritis. And I don't like the idea. I mean, you can I can give Bonnie an injection. I know it's to get rid of the pain, but I just don't like the idea of an injecting her with foreign stuff. But yeah, I mean, she's fully better in the sense she's still today. She only went out with me on the campo, rolled in a load of dog stuff, covered in it. I was right in it. God, it stunk as well in the car. Yeah, I mean, she's even though she's 11 years old now, still runs around like a lunatic. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, she's just got a bit of arthritis now, but her other operation, she had to remove um, a stone from her stomach. Not, not a real stone. Oh God, I can't even think what that is now. Anyway, she had that removed, major operation, and she's recovered from that. We still give her a little bit of medicine for that anyway, but she's a lot better now. Uh, Steppenwolf is saying the market closed. Oh, you're on about the one at Wimborne? Yeah, I suppose it would do, wouldn't it? Okay, so how are we doing now for the year? Sorry. Oh, for the year, right. That's not too bad then, is it? 2,400 for the year. Um, Not being very mathematical, breaking that down, um, still sounds not too bad, does it, Tone? Right. Anyway, isn't S1 health insurance free for the UK? Yes, it is. Yes, that's the idea of it. So yeah, once you become pension age, I mean, obviously, I know some countries um, don't allow it, but I know Spain and some of the other countries allow that. So yeah, what we're doing, we're just having our national health paid into the Spanish system. And as far as I know, all covered because I had my hip done. Had my hip done coming up to the second year now, isn't it? I think would have cost me 15 grand. So I didn't have to pay anything extra. And I went into private health. I went into a private hospital to have it done. One thing, going back to that video I was saying on return to Spain, I was talking to a couple in Chris and Lillian, that's it, and they live in the Costa Brava, and their health system is totally different to ours. I mean, I was told 6 months, and they were advised really to have it done privately, and it can be as much as 18 grand, which is a lot of money to fork out, isn't it? Especially when you get an old person like us, you really need your money, don't you? I know, obviously, at the end of the day, it's all about your health, but so I mean, that's another thing that we couldn't find out really. That when you're moving to Spain, which is the best area in Spain, where they treat you straight away. So good talking point, isn't it? All right. You two, Spain. Talking about insurance. Aha. Well, there you are. See, well done, Tone. Yep. Old Chris and Andy, innit? Scats. That's it. You two, Spain. I think I'm on his show soon. We went down to see Scats a couple of weeks ago, me and Yogi, and we'd organised that we're going to be on the live show that he does on the Saturday. And hopefully, he might be watching this, Chris. Scats, can you remind me when it is? I'm sure I've got it in my diary somewhere. Right, how are we doing now? We're doing good. We've got 10 minutes to go, so I can get another question in. Jackie, okay. Sean, I hope it stopped raining. She obviously sent this couple like last week sometime because if you didn't know, we've had a lot of rain here in Spain, lots of floods and things like that. But everybody's fine. That's the main thing. But it looks like the weather's changed now at long last, and the sun's coming back again. Lovely here in Dublin for a change. When walking up the walkway from the port, we noticed a carnival. Is this open all year, or do you know anything about when it operates? Now, I said there, when she said carnival, I don't know if she meant the because obviously sort of February time coming into March, Mazaron hold lots of marching parades. You know, where everybody, all the people dress up and do a bit of dancing and things like that. Um, Now that obviously goes on every through the year, not every month, obviously. I think the next lot is going to be probably just during Easter time. There'll be a lot of carnival stuff going on at Easter, and then obviously they love their holidays here. But I thought she might have meant the fun fair because the fun fairs get sets up in the town, and I'm talking about Mazaron town, and also down in the port. There's a bit of wasteland near the beach where the fun fair turns up. But they only you usually turn up when there's a big event on. But I know in the summer, getting dry throat now. In the summertime, the fun fair down in the port usually stays there during sort of like July, August time. So how we doing? Yeah, we're still doing fine. We got 35 in the house. So I'm just going to remind people again, just in case you forget, don't forget to subscribe because lot of you lot out there that watch me are not subscribers. And also, stick the thumbs up. Anyway, can I have a check on the can I have a check on the how many likes I got? Because I've got 36 now watching me. Um, Okay, so Yavis is saying Bournemouth didn't make the FA side. No, I did it. It was funny enough. I mean, I'm not a football person myself, but we were talking about Bournemouth the other day, and I did hear they're not doing very well. Whereas Brighton, all my local stuff, I think even Southampton, I'm right in thinking struggling a little bit. 45. Hey, top people. Good. I like that. Um, I can't throw in another question. Oh, Yogi. Yogi, you're going to be my last question. So, what's the best way to travel in and around Spain? Obviously, the first one, you need a car. I think that's the best travel. And I will say, Spain's got a fantastic road system here. I mean, if you want to go down to Malaga, from here down to Malaga, you can get down there well before 5 hours, less. And that's having a break. Getting to Gibraltar, because we've done it. We've driven from Campersol down to Gibraltar. We did just over 5 hours, which I think is pretty good. You know, and having a half-hour break in between there, have a sausage roll and a cup of coffee. But obviously, I think the other best form of transport would be rail, because obviously Spain's big into high-speed rail. But unfortunately, this part of the country, it ain't so good. I'll be honest, guys. It's all right if you live in Murcia City or the bigger cities, but where we are in Campersol, the nearest station is at Toltano, which is about 10k away. They're upgrading the whole system. They're putting a new high speed line running from Malaga all along the coast, right up into France and into Italy. It'll be, like I just said, it's the Mediterranean line. That will be fantastic. But whenever that's going to be open, as I mentioned before, they're building two new stations at Toltana and Alhama de Murcia to take the high speed line. I know I'm right in thinking that Murcia now has got a connection straight to Madrid. Madrid seems to be like the main hub now. Everywhere's going to Madrid. Funny enough, we were talking about that today. I'm not sure. I would have thought there would be a high-speed line going, say, from Madrid up to Santander, which would be amazing if that's true. I don't know because I haven't been. I've never been yet on the rail, which I want to. But I don't want to travel all the way up to say Alicante and catch a train now. I'm going to wait. Whenever that's going to be. But I think, yeah, rail system here in Spain is. I mean, they're whacking them up all over the place now. They don't seem to be dithering over it. But I know where we are. Unfortunately, it's the car. I mean, they've got coaches here, but they're still not brilliant. I don't think. I can't just jump on the coach from Campersol, which you can get a coach down into the town. Then I think you've got to change in Mazaron, and then you can go to Cartagena. I know you can go to Corvera Airport, things like that. But end of the day, especially in this part of the world, it's the car, Yogi. So I think that's it. Does Campbell still have the Chronicle magazine? Who's Ian saying that? Good question, that Ian. Why you said that? They changed. So I haven't disappeared. They've changed it. They've changed the name. I'm not going to say anything out about it, but that's the Costa Calina. Oh, the Chronicle magazine. Yeah, I think you're on about the Costa Calina Chronicle. And they changed the name of it. I mean, the other one. So these are free magazines, and obviously it's mostly local news, but they do tend to have like Almeria, especially this one here. No, got the wrong one, and I. This one here seems to cover quite a bit of the coast, whereas this one obviously is more local. And another quick, it's a little bit smaller now, but they've still got like the local charities and the directory there for people that need stuff. But yeah, they still got them. And the main thing is obviously it's free. Okay, SK Sean, are more Brits leaving Spain, and what you see there? Nah. Does that come from Mr. Shouty? I mean, obviously, Pitt will go back to the UK. I mean, that's no denying that. But I mean, there's been no mass exodus. Obviously, there's a lot of new people coming here. I just done it like I just did today. I put it up. If you check out my other channel, Retiring to Spain, I'm speaking to a couple. They living on campus, so only 6 weeks. It's still. I mean, I'm amazed. Obviously, after Brexit, the amount of people still coming from the UK coming here, but I haven't noticed anything about mass exodus or people leaving, going back to the Britain. Why would they do that? There must be something wrong with them. Southwest Rail will be shut over Easter holidays for repairs. Southwest Rail. Good to know that, Yivers. Anyway, it's coming up for my time now. So, guys, for those who coming in later or just been there all the whole hour, well done. You're top people. I've got a couple more questions here that I can bring into next week. But if you've got any questions, please could you add in below in the comments below this video, which is great. But I will check obviously on the comments in there. Yes, I did get that. I used to go on Southwest Rail, I must say. Good to see you, Sean. Top man, do you find people who reach a certain age and have health conditions? Yes and no, I suppose. I mean, I've known some people that have got really ill and they've gone back for family, obviously. But other than that, I mean, obviously, there's businesses up for sale. They're always up for sale, but usually they get taken over by probably another local Brit person. But I haven't seen. Yeah, I mean, obviously, old age is something, isn't it? Especially if you buy yourself. I think that's another thing, isn't it? But I haven't noticed any increase. A lot of people dying, obviously. You notice that more, especially when you're old. Anyway, I'm going to finish it now, guys. It's coming up to 10 o'clock here in sunny Spain. It's gone dark now, obviously, but the clocks are going forward. Longer days, that's the best thing. So I'm going to say adios, amigos. Thank you much for popping in. I'll be back next Sunday, obviously during the day. If you want to get a free sticker, even though some people seem to be getting them twice now for some reason. And yeah, adios, amigos.